What's up, guys? Welcome back to the JR Wisdom channel. Welcome back to another Thursday. Sorry I missed you guys last Thursday, but as promised, I'm back today. We're going to wrap real quick, obviously, about the subject matter that you see as promised. I've been alluding to this and leading up to this topic and the importance of it in relationships and what's actually going on, and you guys probably have heard me talk a lot about the water relationship and the Coca-Cola relationship. So I named that first part, what's happening in Paula, Angeline. I named that first part just to paint it, just to start off with an illustration. This all goes hand in hand. I talk about the Tyrone effect. This goes into obviously vibrating on the same frequency, soulmates, twin flames, stuff like that. So all this goes hand in hand with what I'm talking about. But the main thing, like I started off with the title, is basically she's only with you. Well, she doesn't want to be with you at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, she doesn't want to be alone either. That's why she's still with you. And that's why she's able to disrespect you. You know what I'm saying? And this happens a lot. And a lot of and it's a bad position to be in, men and women. Where this is a prime example of a Coca-Cola relationship. And shout out to Ralph Smart. He coined this term, the water and the Coca-Cola, the first time I heard it, but I've always thought of it in a sense of what I call the Tyrone effect. But just to define what it is, based upon that example I just gave you, it's like with a water relationship, it's basically what we all crave. That's like kind of like your soulmate, your twin flame. You guys are on the same frequency. You guys are, comfortable to be around each other. You can tell that other person, all your secrets. You love being in the company of this person. You hate being without that person. You hate not being around that person. You're always content around this person. Everything just flows. Michelle, what's happening? Nothing is forced. It just flows like water. Everything is just beautiful. Sunshine and rainbows and smiles and endless happiness, so to speak. Bliss. This is the water relationship. This is what we all crave. There's really no signs of dysfunction. You have minor arguments and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, there's really no dysfunction in it. It's just straight up beautiful. Now, the Coca-Cola relationship is where there's one person maybe trying more than the other. There's no reciprocity in a relationship. One person is trying to make it work, the other one is just doesn't really want to be there, but they're there for whatever reasons. Could be there for selfish reasons, monetarily, ego, whatever like that. May need a place to stay, maybe financial reasons, but you both aren't on the same frequency. It's unrequited desires, unrequited love, and these things like that. And it's not a good place to really be in, and so many people find themselves in it. And if you're in that type of relationship, you really ask yourself, why are you really putting up with it? Where you're on edge, you're walking on eggshells around this person. You feel like you're afraid to say the wrong thing. You're afraid this person. You have several fears about what's the future may hold with this person. You know what I mean? So when it's a bottom line. It can be it's a toxic relationship. You know what I mean? And it's something that you really don't want to find yourself in. Everything should just flow. And these Coca-Cola relationships, you hear people talk about their significant other, boyfriend or girlfriend, and people who are listening, you're wondering like, well, why are you with this person? You know what I mean? Why are you putting up with it, but you continue to do it? You're like, it's mostly negative things to be said about the next person, and we wonder why from both ends, whether you're the one talking about the person or that person's talking about you, why stay in something like that? You know what I mean? Excuse me, guys. I'm just getting back on here, but I'm just thinking, just trying to lay that foundation out there about like too much stimuli out there, but lay that foundation about what these relationships are. Now the point, I think everybody wants. They want that water relationship. They want that twin flame. They want that person that, it's endless. They can, do whatever. But the thing is, we spend so much time searching for that person, as if, we can't just sit back and just wait or be patient. Not to say you're not supposed to look, but you're always in that area of trying to be like, well, why can't this person be like this? Or why can't I have this person? You see some people just always all smiles on social media, always happy, always, having fun, never coming up for air, as they say, stuff like that. And sometimes it's not as it's things you do have to work on to make it to that point. And that's that communication, making it to that point where you can have a relationship like that. You know what I mean? So, and I think that comes with anything. But these things, some people get it earlier in life than others. Some people probably don't meet that person until they're like much later in age, 40s, 50s, 60s. You know what I mean? But at least they meet that person eventually. Some folks have been so scarred in relationships, they take that on to the next one. And within that scarred relationship, it'll always be a Coca-Cola relationship. Because some people you just can't fix. Some people you just can't mend because they just have this thing set in their mind and don't want to open up, or they're already on the offense and have a tendency to be disrespectful towards people. What's up, Jeff? What's happening? So some people are just living that way. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Is anybody out there living that water lifestyle? You probably like, I'm single and living the water on my own. Everything is flowing perfectly, and I'm good being single, which is better. Here's the thing. It's better to be single than have to worry about being in a relationship, or being worried about being frustrated or upset or saying the wrong thing around someone, having those concerns. It's better to be single any day. And that's just the truth about it. Anyone can the thing about it, when you first meet someone, everyone has this they're gonna, what do you call it? their representative. They're going to put their representative out there first. Everyone's perfect in the beginning. The honeymoon phase. But who's to say the honeymoon phase, as you go on in these relationships, as you go on and you get to know people, and slowly they let the wall down or they pull back the mask and you really meet someone other than the representative. But those who are lucky and blessed to meet that twin flame, the honeymoon phase never stops. How lucky are you? How lucky are you? What's up with everybody, man? What's happening up in here? I guess I got up in here early today. I'm usually in here around 5:30, 6 o'clock. But I figured I'd rap with you real quick on Thursday. I know normally I just have a lot to say, but today's not one of those days. It's just this is something I guess it's not too much to elaborate on about it, other than the water and the Coca-Cola. But the thing is, to what I wanted to convey to everybody is to ask yourself, which one are you in? Where do you find yourself if you're in a relationship? And what are you going to do about it? And what are you trying to do about it? Are you going to make things right? Are you just going to sit there? Or are you just content being single? You know what I mean? So, haven't been in a relationship in 3 years. Well, bless you, Jeff. Jeff say you haven't been in a relationship in 3 years, huh, bro? I feel you, man. Isn't that the move? That's the move, man. The key to happiness. I guess Jeff is the only one with the water relationship with Dolo by himself. Man, you say you don't know if you're boyfriend material. Boyfriend material is subjective to the person that you're dating, because that stuff fluctuates. You can say each lady can say what is and what isn't boyfriend material. It all goes back to this: the water and the Coca-Cola. What is that? What are you willing to put up with? I'm pretty sure you'll vibe on a frequency of some young lady out there. That y'all are equally yoked, have the same values, same interests. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, you can replay it, man, once we're done. I think I got into it, like explaining it a few times, but it's kind of self-explanatory, man. Water being everything flows, everything's cool, communication is good. Coca-Cola is that toxic, one person chasing the other, one person disrespecting the other, one person trying harder than the other to try and make the situation work. That's more the Coca-Cola, which we don't want to be in. Some people want drama. Some people like drama. Some people want to live that. They want to. They like that dysfunction. They like that dysfunction within a relationship. It gives them something to talk about, or like to fight. Putting hands on each other and stuff like that. It's not for me. You have to. I always say to get what you want, you have to know what you want. And many times people, especially early on, you don't really know what you want, or know who you are. So the reason why the biggest thing about being in a Coca-Cola relationship is definitely a learning experience, and it's preparing you or making you the best version of yourself. It's definitely a learning experience. You know what I mean? Yeah, you don't want to do that. But that's what these Coca-Cola relationships are for you guys who are involved in it. Is you're learning next time for the next person, so that each one, if you have to go through each one, you're getting better, you're becoming a better person, and you're learning what to do, what not to do, or what you will and won't tolerate in the next relationship. And if you got a water one, then everything's good. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, it's either a lesson or it's a blessing. So the water is the blessing, and the Coca-Cola is a lesson. In this life, we're walking down this road. We're traveling all together. We don't meet people by accident. And I know it's so cliche. You hear it over and over. Everyone that crosses your path, you're supposed to meet them, and they're supposed to teach you something. You know what I mean? But the bottom line is, like I said last night on mine, you're born alone. You're gonna die alone. You don't own anybody. You don't control anybody. You're only in control of yourself. You make your desires of what you want in a relationship clear. Either that person's gonna respect that, or they're gonna disrespect you. But then again, it comes down to what you're willing to accept. If you can overlook some things, more power to you. You know what I mean? You can overlook it. I never asked you, Jeff. How old are you, Jeff? I'm not gonna say your age on here, man. How old are you? I think you said you were in your 20s or something, huh? I can't remember. Oh, okay. Got you. Yeah, man, you still young. I'm about to be 35 in a couple months. I'm getting up there. Time is of the essence. You got time, man. There's no rush. You ain't got no kids either. This person must compliment who you are. Compliment you to the point where everything is effortless. Waking up, smelling the daisies and the roses. Like I said, everything just flows. Time passes like that. That's that R&B. That's the R&B love, which you be hearing in them these R&B and love songs. That's the type of relationship. You know what I mean? And it exists. People just gotta be honest. Oh yeah. Do all that, my man. Like I always say, become the greatest version of yourself. The relationships are always there. Or the potential is always there. You know what I mean? So, I think I got on here kind of early. But I wish this all for you guys. If you don't have it already, I wish it, that all of you guys come to one day achieve this sort of quote unquote nirvana. Yeah, man. You got time, my man. You got time. There's no rush. When it's time, who's ever and whatever, whenever, who's ever meant to be with you, they'll always find their way to you. Whether that's a twin flame or not, who's ever meant to be with you, they'll always find a way. Or destiny, fate, the Almighty will always find a way to place that person in your path in some way, shape, or form. Somehow. And when you meet that person, they're not going to turn you down. They're not going to say no. Everything's going to be in perfect design. That's when it comes, when you least expect it. What you're saying, not expecting it. That's when it comes. That's why you don't force it. That's why it's called the water relationship, because you don't force it. It's going to come on its own, naturally. You know. So that's why nobody should trip on anybody departing your life, you know, because it's just not meant to be. Someone departs from your life. And another thing is that, you know, sometimes something or someone isn't meant for you because you try so hard to get them back, or you try so hard to keep them, or, you know, no matter what you do, you just can't get that person to stay with you. You can't keep somebody that doesn't want to be kept. So that's how you know it's not water, because no matter what you try, they just won't stay, they just won't act right, they just won't get on that frequency of what it is that makes you comfortable. So that's how you know it's not water. You're trying to force something that's not supposed to happen. So you just have to let it go, let it flow. You know, some people don't want to be single, like I said before. I titled this video, "A Woman Will Stay with a Man because she just doesn't want to be alone, even though she can't stand the guy." She'll talk about the guy to whoever. She's afraid of being alone. You know, it all has to be like that, man. People are gonna come and go. If they're meant to be, they'll find their way back. They'll come back. Not they'll come back, but they'll make their way back. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that's going to work. You know what I'm saying? It's going to come back. So I don't know, man. I think I've been long-winded so far. Just wanted to convey that to you guys. Guess we slow this evening. Jeff, you the only one talking, man. Guess everybody just must be shy this evening. But yeah. Well, with that being said, man, you know, if nobody got any input or questions, yeah, man, they don't. They don't, man. It's cool. So that's my cue. You know what I mean? So those are my thoughts on it. You know, hopefully you guys enjoyed this, or you guys when watching the restream. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. You know, peace be upon you all. Make sure you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on the next live stream. You know what I mean? Paola Cuevas. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys. I don't know about their mom's taking them to the fair, but yeah, I'll catch you guys then, man. Peace be upon you all. Anything lost can be found again except for time wasted, man. So I'm out of here. Peace.